everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to ChasingCinema.com's official YouTube channel. I'm your host, Jacob Toronto, and today I'm going to be reviewing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows, the sequel to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from Mr. Michael Bay. I don't have much to say about this movie. Obviously, you're probably wondering, where's Mr. James Shue? Why is he not next to you? And why aren't you at AMC Town Square? Well, Mr. James Shue is luckily on a beautiful vacation for his anniversary and early birthday present. Let's all wish Mr. James Shue happy birthday. Mr. James Shue, happy birthday! And happy anniversary, even though it's not his birthday for a couple more weeks. Anyway, Out of the Shadows. I didn't like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the first film, at all. I didn't really care for Megan Fox. I didn't care about the Turtles. I don't think that they communicated the Turtles very well. I don't think they did a very good job at creating those characters and bringing them to life. I thought that if you go back to the original, the very 90s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, everything about them was so defined as characters. Yes, their costumes were cheesy. Yes, the movie didn't have the greatest character arcs and things like that, but it got the Turtles. It understood Raphael, Leonardo, Donatello, and Michelangelo. These films really don't. Let me prove my point. In this movie, as it starts, we have to reintroduce the characters and their roles. As Michelangelo is jumping on screen, it says, Michelangelo, the pizza guy. Raph, the muscle. Leonardo, the leader. Donatello, the brain. You wouldn't need to do that if the characters were really that defined and kids knew each of their niche. Now, maybe they would just wanted to have a interesting intro, but to me, it just reminded me like they don't really know anything besides those simple lines either. Raph is quick to make jokes in the movie. He's just not saying that Raph can never make jokes, because that's not true. He did in the old series, but they call him angry, they call him the muscle, they give him these moments of shining, but if you watch his character out the film, it never really captures how that character really should act. Their fighting styles. If you watch that final sequence in the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I said this in my review of TMNT, you could check that out right up here on the white eye. You can see that in all my other reviews and 365-day movie challenge updates as well. I said when they're fighting on that roof sequence in the original, each of them fight as you would imagine. Donnie is so smart and clever and tries to outsmart Shredder but gets beaten. Raph comes out with anger and fierceness and he gets beat up. Michelangelo, obviously trying to do his best for being the young, gullible kid that he is, quickly gets beat. And Leonardo's the only one that could really kind of stand toe-to-toe, only he needs his brothers to work with him in order to defeat the Shredder, and that's what he learns. Now, this movie's not like that at all. And it wasn't the first time around, so I didn't really expect it to this time around. However, there is a major contrast between Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. And here's what it is. TMNT was like a very dark, not dark, but a very serious version of this movie, right? Like, it was very serious. It wasn't super jokey. This movie is like an Adam Sandler movie. There are fart jokes. There are penis jokes. Yeah, guys. Oh, yeah, this is the movie to enjoy with your family. There's plenty of farting and comparing sizes between the two new mutants, as they like to call them, Rocksteady and Bebop, which I think are some of the funnest characters in the movies. But even then, like, there is not much redeemable stuff in this movie. Everything is just like fart joke, stupid joke. Every character tries so hard to be funny that it fails to be just that. I didn't think, the story, here's another perfect example of not understanding character. Tyler Perry is playing Baxter Stockman, and he's this really genius character, a scientist who's been working along with Shredder. You want to know how they convey how smart he is? When Megan Fox approaches him in order to hack his phone, he talks about pi. That's right, 3.14. That's how he has to talk to come off smart, because whoever was composing this movie didn't feel like they needed to just make him speak with large words or talk about scientific things. He had to say pi. It was just basically him going, oh, I'm the smart character. And same thing with Donnie. Like, Donnie wears glasses. He could types on the computers. He's the nerd. Like, oh, God. It really it really bothers me because I am a really big fan of these characters. It's just not, I said it in the first review, and I'm going to say it again. I just don't think the heart for these characters are in here. I don't think the people who are writing these characters or directing these characters really love the characters that they're bringing to life. Megan Fox was Megan Fox. I mean, she doesn't do much. Will Arnett, he was more like himself, more the comedic type, but to me, I couldn't laugh at this movie because everyone was trying so hard to be the funny comedian. We had Krang, which I thought was done all right, but very cartoony, not very realistic, in a very odd way. And it's just the entire plot line, right? Like, it just, to me, is so, it felt like a cartoon episode. So if you don't want to know anything about the plot, I'm going to give away a little bit of spoilers here, right? So fast forward like about a minute, not even. So Shredder escapes prison, is broken out during a transfer, and he's all of a sudden supposed to transport using Stockman's transporter that he created, goes and just runs into General Krang. And in doing so, Krang's like, "You're going to help me get all these pieces so I can rule the world. We can rule the world." And it's just about, like, why is every movie about ruling the world? I mean, granted, it's a turtle movie, so I guess that's what I'd expect, but it just felt so cheesy. I mean, Shredder was like, "Okay, cool. I'll go. You want me to go now? All right, let me go do that." I don't know. Shredder just kind of fell by the wayside in this movie. And Krang, like, we have this huge galactic enemy that wants to destroy the world, and it's all too easy for everybody. I don't know. I couldn't find much that I liked about this movie besides Rocksteady and Bebop, because I thought they were the vile characters that they were. I mean, and yes, those are the ones that are doing the fart jokes and the ones that are doing the comparison jokes, which I just thought was a little bit too much. I mean, but it really was just like it was like a really lowbrow Adam Sandler movie. And I don't mean that as a knock to Adam Sandler, because I've liked some of his stuff, but it just felt wrong here. I was really disappointed. I would not recommend TMNT Out of the Shadows or TMNT 2. But let me know how you feel about the movie down here in the comment sections below. I could go on, but I don't want to pierce holes through this movie. I mean, I think it speaks for itself. Yikes. Wouldn't recommend it. Let me know if you disagree or agree down here in the comment sections below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to slap a like on it. And then the best way to never miss any of those videos is to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, click that white eye for all other reviews or latest videos. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jake Petrano, and please continue chasing cinema.